huh? I love that. Gotta love that. It's our energy. It's what we're all about. We're different than everyone else. This is our culture. So I will say, guys, that, I've talked to many of you about this, right? We didn't join Financial Force because we wanted to make friends. We don't cure cancer. We don't cure world hunger. We don't cure world peace. We sell software. But why do we do this? We do this because it gets us closer to our why. Our why is why we do what we do, why we're passionate about what we do, why we wake up at 4 in the morning, why we go to bed at 12 o'clock at night, why we're constantly training and educating ourselves on Financial Force and our industry, why we continue to make those sacrifices, missing our families for a day or a week at a time. It doesn't come into, it's just about selling software or closing a deal. It's truly about our why. So I had the opportunity to spend some time, my first week ever at Financial Force, and I went to Harrogate. Logical, right? East Coast, I should go to Harrogate for my training. And the first person I met was a woman who's an absolute rock star, Wendy Puckrin. Give her a shout out who's here. So when I talked to Wendy, everything about our conversation was about her son Elijah. Elijah, we're going to do this. We can't wait. Tomorrow we're going to go to the playground. I always spend special time with him. And then this weekend we're going to do this. Elijah has Down syndrome. And if you talk to Wendy, she pulls you into her world. She lets you know why she does what she does. She has her why. This is the thing that motivates her every day. This is the thing that gets her out of bed to close the deals so she can afford her time and any money that she has to go towards Elijah. You feel that with her. The other person that I had an unbelievable opportunity to connect with was Crystal Castilla. Crystal came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, I know what my why is. My why is the fact that I'm the first one in my entire family to ever go to college. I'm the first one to get into corporate America. My parents didn't have anything more than a second-grade education. My father's right now dying of Alzheimer's, but she represents her family. That's her why. That's why she does what she does. That's why she's doing it. It's not about the software. The software is a means to an end." So when I talked to Crystal also, she gave me some more information. Think about this for a second. To compound it a little more, which I absolutely agree with, is the fact that she's taking chances, making decisions on behalf of her family without the safety net that many, many people have. A lot easier when you can make a decision, make choices when you have that safety net. You can go back to mom and you can go back to dad and say, "Hey, man, I failed. I don't have the money. Can I come back home?" She doesn't have that. So that's the amazing thing. That's the stuff that drives Crystal. Amazing. And when you start to look at some of these about your whys, you get to understand the person. You get to understand the fact that it goes beyond the software. Now, understand, this is the best software in the world, and we are the global leader in the new services economy. But at the end of the day, we understand what's the driving force. And listen, I can tell you my own personal. Listen, I have my father who raised 5 children, sacrificed everything he had. Just this past weekend, I was putting him in hospice. I mean, difficult to understand the fact that you have someone that you would love to take the pain away. You'd love to cure COPD, cure any of these diseases, to prevent anyone else to have to go through that. It's really a tough situation when you think about it. Right, so that's my why. That's why I did it for him. And then on top of that, it's my children. The fact of the matter is that, hey, I came from the bottom. I came from nothing. I had nothing. I was more aligned to where Crystal was. And I will tell you this, and everyone should know this, is that when you've been at the bottom, you don't fear the bottom. It can't get any worse. You know how far it can go. You know you've been there. You know you survived. You can always go back to where you are. But these are the things that drive us every day. I don't want my children to have to go where I was. I want them to go and be a doctor. I want them to go and play basketball at Villanova. I want them to go off into Stanford and what have you. I don't want them to be where I am. So this is where at 7:30, late at night I'm taking phone calls, and when I hit that alarm button at 4:30 a.m., this is the reason why I roll out of that bed. Because I need to get all of those things to help my why. So when a customer says to me, hey, Chris, not today, not tomorrow, not next quarter, not next year, that doesn't compute. That really doesn't compute. And I don't stand here telling you, I'm just telling you for the sake of telling you. There is a way. I will find a way. Because the only thing that I'm hearing is that there's something between myself and my why, my father, my children. You are standing between that. And I won't let that happen. And these are the same things when we talk to Crystal and when we talk to Wendy. These are the same exact things that they're going through and they're pushing forward on. So listen, as I kind of wrap towards the end here, just truth of the matter is my why is no more important than yours, no less important either. But I will tell you that I sleep well at night. The reason why I do is because the fact that I left everything on the field. Everything you got. Everything I got is on the field. I may win some, I may lose some. But no one is going to question the fact that I didn't give 110%. The only thing that would be a concern for me is that if I didn't, that means I didn't give enough to get back to those whys. I didn't put it all out there. So it's critical that when we do find our why, it's our passion about what we do. It's our love about what we do. It's our hunger for what we do. And if you can pull those whys together in this room, right? We are and will be. There is no company in the industry today, I don't care what you say, there is none, that is more of a force to be reckoned with than financial force. So the one thing I just want everyone to say and kind of repeat after me, we are one. One more time. We are one. We are one company. We are one force. We are financial force.